I was asked where I purchased my little digital thermometers from, and it was via eBay, and they're under a heading of digital LCD thermometer hygrometer humidity meter, and you click on it and that's what the advert looks like. Select the item you want here, and you have a choice, and you select the thermometer. That's what it looks like, and then if you go down the listing, the item number on eBay is 2931 8252 5057. So I hope this helps, and the price in the UK are £2.62 each. If you buy two of them, they're £2.49, this is UK pounds. If you buy three, they're £2.46. So they're quite reasonably priced. Right, I'm watching those. I'm going to see if anybody else sells them. Right, I'll just switch my video camera for a minute. There's another seller in China selling them, and they're £1.62 UK pounds and free postage. I forgot to mention the measuring range. They'll measure from -50 to plus 110 degrees C, and these are £1.62. Right, let's see what that says about that. If you buy two, they're £1.56. If you buy three, they're £1.54. They look exactly the same as mine. I hope you can read that in the description. Okay, about the seller, etc. I can't see the number. Okay, so that's on eBay, and that's what they're called. If I hold it still, you should be able to read the description and search for them. Right, let's go and see if there's anybody else. I'll save that. It's nice to know they still do them at a really low price. And they're under, I searched on battery, I'll tell you what I searched for. I searched on battery operated panel thermometers. Go back. That one. Excuse me. There's other ones there. There's another one there. That's a hygrometer there. Yeah. So I hope this works for anybody who's interested in buying these. Okay, continuing on with the call box, the temperature sensor is now being installed correctly, and I've used these, what's called P-clips. They're for cables and stuff. Now you might say, why haven't I put this sensor at the very back here somewhere, or at the very bottom? Very simply, the gauge is on the front, and with opening and closing with a cable for the sensor running in here, PVC cables go brittle below a certain temperature, and you can imagine with opening and closing it, it's going to be flexing and unflexing the bit of cable running to the sensor at the back. So I thought the best thing to do is to put it on the door. It gives what I believe to be a better indication of temperature. The simple reason is, as soon as you open the door, you let the cold air out, the sensor, because it's on the door, will show the temperature has dropped, and it will give you an indication that how much of the cold you've lost by leaving the door open, for example. Now I want to be able to run this on DC. I hope it works on DC, but I don't have the DC lead, so I don't know out of these two pins which is the positive and which is the negative. Now I'm thinking of actually mounting a couple of these terminals on the back rather than use the lead in here, or I could solder the wires onto these pins once I know which is the positive and negative. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove the back cover, and hopefully the colour code will be red and black for the wires, and then I'll use that colour code for the cable to go to the leisure battery. Well, in the end I decided not to use these because I haven't got red and black, and I've put the wires out to a hole in the back which soldered to the back of the 12 volts lead there. Now interestingly, there's a big circuit board in here, and it doesn't control the temperature and it doesn't control the fan. It is purely and simply takes the 230 volt in and converts it to 12 volt. It doesn't control any electronics for the fan or the heater or anything. So if you didn't want that board in there, you can take it out completely and just run it from 12 volt, which leaves room to fit another fan in here to help cool the unit or remove the hot air from it. It's quite a simple design really. Anyway, I've put some leads on it, and I can obviously put a fuse in one of these and put some other connectors on the end of this. So I've got a bucket full of cable and fuses and screws and all sorts of stuff laid out on the carpet. It's not an ideal workshop at the moment, but it does the job. Okay, I finally got in the workshop. Hooray! And it's left off raining. Got the fuse fitted here. I've got a 10 amp fuse fitted. Don't like these fuse holders, but that's all I've got. These are all leftovers from other jobs. Got a leisure battery that's fully charged here. It's 10 degrees in the shed or the workshop, so I'm going to connect this up to 12 volt and see what happens. Okay, it's drawing 2.66, 2.7 amps on 12 volt. So that's a good start, because you multiply the amps by the volts and that gives you the wattage. Well, I've got it running in the shed on 12 volt and it's down at 6.7 degrees, but the temperature in the shed is only 14 degrees, so it's quite cold in the shed anyway, or cool, so we'll leave it running and see how it copes. Or, no, I can't do it easily, put the diesel heater on to get the temperature up in the end. Anyways, signs are looking good.